Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of What's Up Inland Empire. My name is Jessica Q. I'm your host. And if this is your first time tuning in, we are a show about uplifting our community, uplifting the Inland Empire, helping you guys find resources and, of course, cool places to visit and events to check out, too. And that'll lead me into my introduction of Dawn McCoy, or McJoy,
yes.
with Red Shoe Project Inc.,
yes.
which is a really amazing nonprofit. So you guys, you focus on mental health and emotional health.
Yes.
And Dawn.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me, Jessica. I really appreciate it. I've watched you grow, and it's very, very, very encouraging that you would want me on here. Look at that beautiful smile. Like, how could McJoy is coming from a place of joy, and I was delighted. I was like, of course, Jessica, I'll do this with you.
Thank you. Yes, I'm so glad that you could make it, because I really do love what you're doing. I love the content that you're posting out there, and it's very, very it's uplifting, and that's what we need, right?
Right.
So can you give everybody a little background about who you are? Like, what's your story, Dawn?
So ladies don't always talk about their age, but I'm loud and proud about it. I'm 45.
Okay.
So I've done a lot in my world from now to 45, married and divorced by 30. Designed Red Shoe Project Inc. out of divorce and thinking about what to do mentally and emotionally. I'm a trained marriage and family therapist and a pastor. So I wanted to put So I wanted to put it all in one basket. Well, for the last 13 years, the city of Redlands has welcomed me and let me do what we do, personal growth development coaching. And so I teach self-help tips as well as bringing joy and more confidence with mental and emotional health challenges. Okay. So you got deep anxiety after our pandemic situation. All of our entertainment went away for quite some time. So I picked up the understanding that TikTok, well, my best friends are like, TikTok, Dawn, you got to get on there. Uh-huh. I'm an introvert, and most of my work is from the center or phone calls or crisis intervention or in the street. Uh-huh. That's why Red Shoe is what it is. We walk in love. And so best friends of mine are like, please get on TikTok and learn it. 45, but it's made for our generation. Yeah. Okay. It's made for us when we were young to do karaoke and make ourselves happy. And I believe in mental and emotional health can be learned. And so I teach cognitive behavioral techniques. So what we think and looking at our behavior to bring self-motivation. So anything from music or art or building a podcast studio. Yes. You too can do this. And it for price. Okay. But what are you willing to spend your money on? And so I teach people how to budget, and we're not doing marketing and things like that, but I refer our friends out. We have accounting friends, and you're a marketer, and I knew nothing about marketing. I'm just a marriage and family therapist with lots of degrees that had a hard time applying it in life. Uh-huh. And so I took classes the last couple summers here, and I'm learning about attachment styles again, dating again, learning what it's like to put yourself out on social media.
And let's talk about dating a little bit. Like,
can we?
It's hard. It's so different. Like, it is way harder. I feel like everybody wants to date, but doesn't want to commit, or they're afraid. Like, there's a fear of commitment because of this just I don't know, the stigma of I don't know.
It's a scary world, and a lot of people don't know how to deal with their anxiety well. So I've been teaching, when I do talk to people about dating or out of divorce, it takes about 3 to 5 years to come out of something major traumatic from a really bad
3 to 5 years,
I would say. Wow. So give yourself some forgiveness. And so I teach people grace and kindness towards self. So years and years and years, people were like, what the heck do you actually do? I'm going to tell you. I teach self-help tips. So there's things on YouTube and TikTok and education now. We didn't have back, when I was in my 20s and 30s, we had YouTube. Okay.
Yeah.
And we paid a lot of money to sit here and talk to a person with headphones. And now it costs nothing. And it's a beautiful 15 seconds to 30 minutes. Even people can talk and educate you on tapping, or I use oils.
Wait, what do you mean tapping? Oh, no,
There's an exercise. I'm not an expert. This is just stuff you can learn how to actually work on the neurotransmitters in your brain.
Okay.
And so a form of anxiety comes, big lights, sounds, nervousness or whatever. I can excuse myself and go to the restroom and learn how to calm my body down in 30 seconds or less.
Okay.
So we start with tapping on the top of your head. Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right here in front of your eyebrows. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can do it at home.
Yeah, you guys doing this?
And right here. 1,
Everybody
2,
in the studio,
3,
you doing this?
4, 5. Here over your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By your chin. And then you can do by your collarbone and down by your rib cage. Now, at the same time, you can start, if you're a prayer warrior and you love to pray, you can totally do this. For self-confidence, this is what I like to do. I am able to do many things today.
Okay.
I'm going to meet my friend Jessica. I'm so excited. I have a little bit of anxiety, though, and I don't know what to say, but I definitely know who I am, and I will not put this stress on my body. And I'm tapping on my collarbone at this time. And then I'm tapping on my body. And by the end of it, you close your body to a calm. You take a deep breath, and you realize it's kind of like prayer and meditation.
Yeah.
For the here and now. So as an introvert, a lot of times, Jessica, I get nervous. We do a lot of events, you and I.
Yeah.
And people are like, you're so social. Red Shoe became a part of me. Well, actually, I am Red Shoe.
You are Red Shoe Project.
Right.
Yeah.
And it took me years to put that identity together. Okay. A lot of people are like, I am a nurse. I work for this firm. I go home, but we don't take our nurses, caps off, do we? No. We're a mandated reporter, but we do no harm. I'm the same thing. When I see a person hurting, a homeless person, whatever, if they're hurting and they have anxiety, I know how to help them calm down.
And you're going to try to help them.
Right. So counting, we teach people how to count. Basics. You learned your basics back in kindergarten, right? How to share. Nap time. We all need naps. So self-help, self-care tips. Did you remember take your 10-minute cat nap? Like our friend Christine takes cat naps 24/7. I love her, girl. She can get up and work and get up and work. And our friend Casey does the same thing.
Does she?
Gratefulness moments. I teach people gratefulness moments. Casey does it on her birthday every day. Her birthday is 2/16, February 16th. So every day.
2 days after.
Right. So
Valentine's Day.
Right. Mine's February 7th. So I try to do it around 2:07. But reality is, first thing, I wake up. Try to have some joy. I didn't always have that. I moved myself into a personality that, imposter syndrome. I think we all do that, an identity.
Yeah.
And so,
because you got out of a relation, you got a divorce,
I
right?
did. And then I had a bad relationship after that.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people in dating realize relationships are hard. And then now that I'm in my 40s. And so dating is harder. I don't know where you're at, but I'll tell you, what's our criterion now? Do you have a job? Last one.
Oh my God, yes.
Right. Do you drive a car? Well, I have friends that have like 5 cars. That's cool. But do they all run? No, one does.
Yeah.
I'm asking things in my 40s. Do you have a 401k plan?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've worked for this nonprofit and I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I had a 401k plan, but I put a lot of money into this nonprofit and this cause. And so when I raise funds, it goes directly back to the nonprofit. It has nothing to do with me. Mm-hmm. And so I know that funding helps propel a safe space for you and me. So I teach people foam rolling. You guys got a foam roller?
Yeah.
Go to the gym.
I foam roll every day when I go to the gym, yeah.
I am now doing TikTok videos, 15-second reels. Remind yourself, pull that thing out. Even if you worked out or you didn't, you can still iron out that stress, that anger from your calves, your neck, your body. Then the self-help comes from, did I eat happy nutrition, healthy nutrition?
Yeah.
So to walk in love means to, let's see, what can I do to love my brain, my mind, to educate? Maybe not do the phone first thing out of the bed.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I've heard or read somewhere that looking at your phone right when you wake up actually does cause like a higher possibility of depression.
It lowers your
I don't know.
dopamine levels, actually.
Yeah, okay.
And, tons of research, but I'm still on my phone, till midnight.
It's hard though, because like the first thing you want to do is check see if you got any text messages while you're sleeping.
Right, if you miss something.
Yeah.
Right. Am I missing out? Right. Or from a date. You just went on a date. Is he going to call? Are they going to call? Are they on social media? Did they see my post? All these expectations.
Yeah.
So what I teach people is, what do you know? Who do you know? What do you know about your situation? So we break things up in situational things. So if you're in a situationship, I'm going to bring this up for a reason. A lot of people in dating, whatever age you are.
There is no relationships anymore. They're only situationships.
I love you. Okay. So I love you for saying that, because I had to come to realize that maybe that's what I've been doing too. And I think my attachment style to that was based off of my own self-help issues, meaning I wasn't taking care of myself. I was just dating whatever came along that accepted me. And then now I'm a cancer survivor. So my body went from 189 to 111. And then in COVID, I got to 103. So self-worth in situationships gets kind of weird. So when we start making dating relationships priority, we got to understand it just like we do with our jobs. We show up on time. We dress nice. We smell nice. You've got glitter. You've got pretty things. Look at your nails. Nails aren't that important. I don't do my nails, but I make sure that my feet are cute, or I wear a cute shirt, or I wear something to perceive myself as professional, right? As funny, because we've been in the street. We've worked in the street. And the best way to sell ourselves, to motivate ourselves, is that we're funny. Yeah. But it's not fake funny. It's like, girl, I don't really want to talk about self-help today. Can we just go eat a burger somewhere? Not everybody wants to use Dawn as the counselor, but they do want Dawn as the friend. And I think you have that same juju over people. They're like, Jessica, help me. Yeah. How do we say that when we're dating? Sorry, we have to turn our phone off. Hello, sir. What do you do? When you date, that's hard to put that phone down.
To disconnect from all the other things that,
That's right. So that's why I teach people, connect with your brain in the bathroom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Connect with your heart. What am I feeling right now? Nervous. Find 3 things. Nervous, anxious, and excited. How can I be nervous and excited at the same time? You can. And that's the difference between now I got to know what I feel, and now how's my body going to show that to the world. So trust me, when I date, I have all kinds of nervous twitches and things. I do, ladies, when we've been through things, we play with our nails or we flip our hair. So I teach people that those are attractions. Those are tells that they like you. I also teach, I'm kind of like a magician. I love it. I anoint people with oil. I do a lot of fun things. I believe in nutrition.
You were saying something about essential oils. What about essential oils? You feel like those help with mental health?
I do.
How so?
There's properties.
Actually, you know what? I want you to tell me about the essential oils.
Yes.
But we're going to go to a quick commercial break, and then we'll be right back.
Yes.
Do you need help reaching more customers? At NB Media, we're a full-service advertising agency offering social media marketing, Hulu, Spotify, billboards, photo shoots, radio, TV, and websites. To see what else we offer, visit www.nb.media or call 951-777-1947.
All right, we're back, and we were going to get some tips from Dawn McCoy,
whatever you want to call him today,
with Red Shoe Project. And so you were going to talk about essential oils and how they help with mental health.
I do. A lot of people forget that properties in our nutrition can give us mental and emotional awareness or energy. So I recommend frankincense. You need to find something that's a pure form. I use doTERRA, but a lot of people use Young Living, and they use different ones.
I use Clark's Nutrition.
Yes, I was going to say, and then you can go to Clark's. And
they have tons of essential oils.
They sure do.
And
they sure do. The smell alone is one thing. You have to acquire taste, but also the elements and the emotional properties. So I teach people, you might have a great high IQ, but emotional quotient wise, you're an introvert. You've gotten scared. You're timid. You're shy, but you hit it hard at work. Like everybody is depending on you, and you hit it every time. When you get home, your housework, your chores, your things aren't really done. So to ease yourself into those moments. Sometimes essential oils can help ease the ambiance of the room as well as applying onto the body. And frankincense is a good one for the central nervous system.
Is it? So it's kind of funny that you brought up frankincense because it's probably my most favorite incense.
Me too.
And I burn the actual incense in my home at least once a week. But so you were saying, so what is the frankincense do?
Frankincense actually emotionally quotient wise is a source of truth. It helps you undo that harbored feeling that you always keep stuck down in. And so when you think about doing things like you eat a shake, a smoothie, you're thinking about what that's going to go into your body, aren't you? Most of us are. I mean, some of us are like, who cares? Give me anything, the shake from In-N-Out. But when you actually go to like the Juice It Ups or you go to these local places and you ask them to put beet juice, carrot juice, wheatgrass in there, those are 4 elements for your body to fuel you for the rest of the day, right?
Yeah.
Same thing for me with the public. It is my job to help you build more confidence and joy with mental and emotional health challenges before work, after work, while you're at work, while you're with the kids. So one of the things I do is go grab a smoothie. Why? Because a lot of times in our nervousness, we may have been doing the oils and we may have done our yoga and we may have done that, but we forgot to eat.
And then you get hangry.
Right. And you and I both understood, like I was in your kitchen just now having a little snibble and you were having a little snibble. Because we know what it takes mentally and emotionally to get us to that 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m. mark. Mentally and emotionally distressed individuals don't care what time it is. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I post at random times. Sometimes I'll post at 10 o'clock. Sometimes I'll post at 8 a.m. I used to be a consistent one because I loved routines. People with mental and emotional health that need mental and emotional health thrive off of a routine. And so to be praised for the routine, you were super cute. You're like, can you come a little later? And I was like, yes, introverts. Because I was able to relax, maybe go to Ross, pick out a top for my mental and emotional wellness therapy. But it was like $6 that I spent. But was I rushing here? No. Why? Because I made my lunch beforehand and it's sitting in your fridge waiting for me to get back. You see that my mental and emotional wellness means no matter what I do, I'm walking with myself in love alongside you. And I want to model that behavior. So I was trained at 18 years old to do this with moms. I've worked with babies. Human trafficking is a thing and it is real. And it's real in our local cities and streets right here.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know it. It's all done through texting or simple slight, a nod, a wink, an eye, a handing of a business card, things like that you wouldn't know.
Really? Like that?
Yeah.
So I just went and saw Sound of Freedom.
Yes. Did you love it?
Yeah.
Good.
But it was like,
It's hard.
It was hard to watch,
Yes. That's my life. I understand it to a place where you can't speak about it too much. So I allow it to be quiet. And when people come to me, we don't really have to talk about that things happen to them. We work on what has happened in the future for their future. So giving them steps to teach them budgeting, giving women and men an option to learn and in the quiet and privacy. So I used to be out in the public, out all the time. And now I network like this. Intimately, because when we network intimately, we share that you can break bread together, but this is just as good. Like I don't have to have a meal with you, but that's how I met you.
Yeah.
We met at your birthday party.
That's
your
right.
celebratory birthday.
Yeah, we did meet at my birthday.
That's the best way to meet
That's
people
right.
if you're going to date.
Ago.
Yeah.
Actually, my birthday's coming up in a couple
weeks.
weeks.
I know.
So,
right?
yeah,
that's
funny.
how you meet people. That's how, if you're going to date, you're going to want to date with people that are looking in the same light as you. And Christine invited me to come to your party. You're going to want to meet Jessica. Like, But was she like me, the introverted person coming out and saying, no, I'm representation of not only when I don't wear these crazy red shoes, I wear other colors. I'm a flip-flop jeans and t-shirt person. Professionally, we put out that I'm always happy, right?
Mm-hmm.
That takes time to be happy. And sometimes when we date, we don't want to tell people, I got daddy issues.
Yeah.
I got mommy issues.
Well, it's funny
It's
that
hard
you
to say
bring
it.
that up. I think that it's Some people are afraid to say the truth. And then you've got people that don't want to hear the truth.
Right.
So
you have to weigh your pros and cons when you throw it out there.
I'm a very straightforward person.
Yes, you are.
And like, I love that. I say it how it is. And, but of course, like, as I've gotten older, I've learned how to say it without like being too intense or hurting anybody, obviously.
Yes, we do need to be more culturally sensitive. I do believe that. I was on another show, my friend Lola, and she's a comedian. A lot of our friends are comedians and entertainers,
Yeah.
And people are like, why do you keep hanging out with those people? Because I really don't put that vibe off that I'm this crazy wild person. But behind the scenes, I'm their friend and they're my friend. And they helped me build my more confidence and less intensity towards my anger. I was a very angry person for a while, being scorned in the dating scene and the divorce scene.
Yeah.
Running a nonprofit is very hard.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fundraising and you got to do a lot of shaking of hands and mean it. And what ends up happening when I do all these shakings of hands, I end up healing too. It heals me to help people grow, to see your beautiful little spot with cute little tchotchkes all over the walls. And it's an artist venue here. Okay. And that's mentally and emotionally calming to me. I sat and you have a beautiful place. Like you set up, that's another thing as employers. I think it's important to set up your place as if it's comforting to you as well as to your public.
Yes.
And you've done that here.
Yeah.
And your team, they're all workable. They're very kind and they say thank you. I enjoy seeing other entrepreneurs thrive that way. And so that's what I do too. I help employee assistance programs too, where I help the employees and build them up and tell them, hey, or just be on call for them for prayer, whatever. Yeah. But reality is I teach and then I show and then I do it too. Yeah. Does that make sense? I've been doing it and that's why I created Red Shoe, because I wanted it to heal me first.
That's awesome.
And so
it's not about just talk. It's like action.
Right. And we had art. We used to do art classes. We had AA meetings there, 12-step meetings. I had a Route 91 group meet there back in the day when we had the shootings at Route 91.
Wow.
December 2nd shooting group.
Oh, yeah. My gosh. We're going to go take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
Do you need help reaching more customers? At NB Media, we're a full-service advertising agency offering social media marketing, Hulu, Spotify, billboards, photo shoots, radio, TV, and websites. To see what else we offer, visit www.nb.media or call 951-777-1947.
All right. Thank you to our sponsor. We are back with Dawn. And Dawn, wow.
Yeah. Wow.
It's
you're wow.
No, you're wow. No, you're so amazing.
Thank you.
And, we probably would need to do 3 more episodes with you to really dig into all that you do, what you're about. Yeah. But I do want to make sure that you guys, connect with Dawn. She's putting content out there that is making a difference.
Thank you.
It's helping people.
It is.
And remember, your mental health is very important. It's like your physical health. It's your mental health, and you got to take care of it. Mm-hmm. And Dawn's definitely fine-tuned ways to help you, and she's there to help and assist those that need it. Can you tell everybody ways that they can connect with you?
Yes. So if you want to look me up on Instagram, you can follow Red Shoe Project Inc. at Instagram and Facebook. It's the Red Shoe Project. And then if you want to follow me personally, it's private because I'm not all marketing like you, but I definitely put out on my stories something very valuable every single day, and that's at Dawn McJoy. So you can't
Dawn McJoy. That's okay.
And can I tell you why they call me Dawn McJoy?
Tell me.
All right. So we have a friend, Scott Ward, in the
I know Scott.
Yeah. How do you not know Scott Ward? Scott was with a different radio station, and now he works for our council members and city people, and amazing person. I ran into him during COVID, and I was sicker than a dog, and I had a beanie on and a big old jacket and a mask on, and I saw him. And he was walking down Stater Brothers, cereal aisle. And I go, oh, is that my friend Scott Ward? Because you get excited during COVID. Remember during the pandemic?
I was running to a friend at Trader Joe's and I was like, oh my God, I know you. I was like, wait, take the mask off.
Emotionally, I was like, you have no idea what I've been through. Okay. And I hit it. There was a lot going on in my household. And I said, what are you doing here? And he goes, well, I was just shopping. And he goes, oh, there you are. Wait, is that Don McCoy? And I go, yeah. And I had to kind of pull my mask down. And he goes, can I tell you, you are Don McJoy to me every time I see you. And I said, why is that? And he goes, Don, you make me smile. You make me smile. And same thing with you, Jessica. Like you've got that ability to do that to people. And I love the name. What's up, Inland Empire? Girl, I've been living here my whole life. And I've been asking what's up going on in Inland Empire. Mental health, all these other nonprofits and people you're interviewing. Yeah. I'm now watching your stuff to see. And Scott Ward is doing the same thing, and awesome. I tell him, thank you so much for this. Cause that's what I kind of wanted, was something that broke away from just Red Shoe and service. Yeah. Okay. This is a company that the government I'm giving to the public. But I believe in helping people just on my own. And so McJoy really helps me stay positive and remind me of my place. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, you are a woman, you are ready to thrive, and it's time to help other people.
And your superpower. You're McJoy, right?
Yeah, that's yours too.
It's a superpower.
You're Jessica Q. Q everything.
So cute. I love it.
It's true.
Well, thank you so much. Any last words before we sign off?
Yes. If anything, just be kind to yourself. I think we do not give ourselves enough credit for what we've learned on the internet last night when we were, not being able to sleep. We don't give ourselves enough credit for being a good mom, being a good dad, being a senior citizen and still getting out there. And, some people are driving still. And my dad was mowing the lawn and he's 82 yesterday. And be proud of the stuff that you've done up till now on September, whatever this date is, in this year. Be proud of exactly what you did, because you can do it all the right way and all the wrong way and still end up right here. And you never know who's going to hit you up through an email. Do you want to come on the show really quick? And it's real short and just enough to get to know you for just a smidge, going, what the heck did that girl just say? Or, why, she's cute, but I want to know more. And I know they think that about you. And so if I could give that piece of advice to anyone, everybody has that slice of joy in them, but you got to show us what that looks like. If that's through your music or through your flair of your clothes or your hairstyle, or if you're just a dude bro guy sitting in your dude bro garage and you can invite a friend over and barbecue, that's the joy. And that, do what you can to make something special for you. Kindness as well as grace. Please give yourself some grace. And invest in good hair product. I always say that too. Like, even if you don't have good hair, exactly. Use your face Hair's product. And all those goody things. Watch your budget, but splurge. Maybe once a month, just I got an extra $20. Go, the arcade, or I'm going to go buy a pizza for my kid. We're going to go have pizza. But it's very, very important that you treasure the moments that you're in at this second, because
live in the moment. And that's why. And please what? I want to finish off with that. Live in the moment.
Right.
That is so important. And it does bring you joy to live in the moment, to really soak in what's happening at this moment. Like, we're sitting here. Yeah. We're in a podcast studio.
I know, it's so
this
surreal.
Is my podcast studio.
It's yours.
I'm oh.
It's your
dream,
weird
sometimes,
right?
Because it took me a while. I had to go on a retreat for a week to really understand the idea of living in the moment,
right? So
I could have more gratitude and be more, appreciative of what I have, because I'm always so quick to want to go to the next.
Yeah,
I haven't even next? I barely just got here and I'm already moving to the next thing, and I don't give myself that opportunity. But live in the moment.
Living your best life is what Casey says. Living your best life. The thing I also love is that you're going to want to help people grow as you start to feel a little better. So grow yourself, even if it's for 30 to 90 days. Take your time.
Just do it. This is your life.
That's right.
Live it up.
Thanks, Jessica.
Thank you so much, Dawn. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope this episode was uplifting and encouraging. And I hope that you guys have an amazing week. And I'll see you next week.